And we are back. Well, that was really bad, but bad in a different way. So this one wasn't like kind of embarrassingly written. It was purposefully bad. Like, how can I put this? Um, the whole time they're like, "Are we doing this right?" And she's like, "I don't know." And then he's like, "I mean, I guess we could try like cowgirl," and she's like, "I don't know what that is." Um, Also confirmed, no defenseless anus. In fact, anus has explicit defenses. At one point, it says it was like an iron clamp that just, and that was that. Also, they called her hair black. They said her swaying black hair, and that brought me right out of it. Immersion ruined. She has blue hair. I actually like live post. I always do this. I haven't done this for Tsukihime much, but I usually do it with my friends where I'll just like live, like in my Discord, I'll like live post my reactions to it. Um, and this one was so funny. I actually had tears coming down my face. It was so like it was embarrassing. It was so funny. Um, but in a good way. Anyways, we did it. It was sweet. There was some stuff about like well for one, Shiki ate ass like a king. DJ Khalid would never. Second, um, I forget what the point was. The ass eating completely took away. Oh, right. No, he's like, well, I did my thing, but now time for you. And she's like, no, you don't have to. This was a process for you. And he's like, no, 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 my queen. And she's like, don't call me senpai, call me CL. So like that happened. And he's like, all right, my queen, it is time for your pleasure. And then yeah, then he eating the booty like groceries, you know. Um, 10 out of 10. Incredibly awkward. Would play Melty Blood again. Finally, her see this is what I'm talking about. Finally, her tightness eases. I pulled back. He was riding the poop chute. A sticky line connects us. At the same time, oh god, I should have went a little bit further. How do I say this? Well, well, even though this is the first time I've had sex with her, I realize I may have done too much. Hey, Ciel, you okay? My ass, it hurts. I see. Well, I'm sorry, you were just too cute. I wanted to tease you. No, I won't be fooled by that. Lying down, she glares up at me. Also, there was like one scene that was really cute, like actually really cute. Like the art, there was a CG art. I might even use it for the thumbnail because it's actually almost safe enough if I crop it just right. Um, she had like cute little anime eyes, like it was adorable. So it's like, yeah. What do you mean? You liked it too in the end. We had a good time playing Melty Blood. I was in pain too, though. You got some good hits in. CL, you're always swimming that heavy weapon around, but that's true. You know, she plays those grapplers. But did you train your ass muscles too? My man. What a king. What a king. What are you saying, Tono-kun? Seal gets up and hits me in the head. Ouch. So violent. I lift up my hands in protest. Dios mio. That was a close one. I had someone pay a visit to my room. They'd been 5 minutes earlier. I would be dead right now. So, bless the visual novel gods. I can't even speak right now because that was close. Anyways, geez, you won't even let me savor the moment. We won't be able to see each other after tomorrow morning, so can't you treasure the mood a little more? Well, that's true, but man, we were pretty wild. Shall we take a shower and change the sheets? Shiel reacts like she just found that out now. That's right. I'll go take a shower too. Ciel runs to the bathroom. Haha, I start to laugh. I am carrying a bomb called Roa, but I don't even feel worried about that now. The person who I thought lost so many times is here with me now. Or thought I lost, rather. As long as she's here, there's nothing to be worried about. I embraced her at school, but that was more out of sadness than love. But this is different. This is only love. I love her so much, I almost wanted to just stay here. In the end, the two of us ended up in bed, staring at the ceiling without sleeping. If I said something, I'm not sure I would let her go. So without speaking, I just felt her breathing and her warmth next to mine. When morning came, she left the bed. I'm going. I'll be back as soon as I can, so please don't leave the room, okay? It seems like she brought enough food to last 2 weeks. I was going to say, do I have to order takeout? I'll leave aside the fact that most of it seems to be curry. Well, hey, that stuff lasts so well. Please don't run off with some floozy while I'm gone. Floozy? Oh my god, you're old. I get really jealous. That's cute. She says a scary thing with a deep smile and exits the room. It's before 5 o'clock in the morning. That's how the last Monday in October began. Oh my god, there's more. I'm finishing this tonight. The room feels empty without Ciel here. It's past 7 in the morning. My body still feels tired after everything that happened last night. How is this route so much longer than Arcuid's? Like, holy crap. This route goes on twice as long as I expected it. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. I think I like it twice as much. I do. I think the increased length, even if, you know, I'm sure I'm going to get some comments, because I know some people really don't like this route. I'm going to get some comments of like, oh man, it's like kind of embarrassing, the relationship. It's like, it shouldn't work out. But I'm going to be real. The amount of time given, I enjoy more. Now, of course, here's the thing. The remake is going to make it even longer. So we'll see when that comes around. I haven't watched the opening yet, by the way. People have shared that with me. I've not watched it. I'm gonna hold off on that, but we'll see. Monday. God, I hate Mondays. Normally it would be time for me to go to school, but Ciel firmly told me not to leave this room. It's better if I don't go anywhere until Ciel returns. Having to tell Akiha I won't be coming back for a while. And to Kohaku-san. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot. He can't be forgiven, but the fact that I have to apologize. So, this is what sucks. In my mind, I'm just like, tell her about Roa. Tell her. Just tell her. Just tell her, right? Because I know, me, the player, I know that there's some magic stuff in, you know, the Tono family there. But it's like, he doesn't know right now. It's painful to leave those two things aside, but right now I think dealing with Roa takes priority. I pull the sheets over my head. Resisting the tightness I feel in my chest, I fall asleep once more. Well, you didn't sleep last night, so it's pretty important there. Oh. Oh? When is this? Has your goal changed? No, the goal itself has not changed. I aim for eternity. I tried to seek out eternity for no reason. That was really a pure, undefiled will. Changed. I've changed my goal. The goal of attaining eternity has been degraded to a means to an end. How ugly is this? I understand so myself, yet I cannot change my heart. That woman. Because of that woman, I became impure. But what should I do? The human species did not have the power to live for thousands of years. Mentally and physically, a human vessel cannot resist the wearing down of time. Even if you gain an immortal body as a vampire, you cannot stop the aging of the mind. Well, this is the whole conundrum that came with Zoken. You can stop the aging, but that is only a halt. There is no meaning to a mind which has stopped. I have to exist with the purity of my essence preserved. Unless I can be like that, I won't reach that woman. As expected, I will use the method of reincarnation, restarting from birth, being myself and dying once more. In this cycle, I can exist while preserving the purity of myself. What I regret is that I've lost my original purity. I, like those other pitiful wretches, am wishing to continue existing as myself as it is right now. It is the first time I knew hate. Because everything, it was a downfall which would have never occurred if that woman did not exist. That woman? I remember a strong will and wake up. Uh-oh. That woman? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ouch, throb. This woman I know? Throb. Yeah. What is this headache? It isn't natural. Ah, I hold my head with both hands. It hurts. I've never felt pain like this before. My head feels like it's being hit with a hammer. Stop this. If this keeps up, I'll split apart. My head will shatter apart. My body convulses. It hurts. Won't it ever stop? It hurts so much that I smash my head against the table. A shattering sound. The glass table breaks into pieces. Oh man, I thought it was wood. Blood flows from my forehead, but it doesn't hurt one bit. More than that, this headache that comes for no reason is far more... unbearable. I can't even pass out. How many seconds, how many minutes, how many hours will this pain last? Help! It hurts. Trying to do something about it, I stab my hand with my knife. That seems like a bad idea. It's no good. It doesn't hurt at all. Ciel senpai has not come back yet. I look at the clock and it isn't even noon. It hasn't even been an hour since I woke up. There is another 20 hours till tomorrow. Just knowing that almost makes me go insane. This isn't good. Throb, throb, throb. I don't even know how long I withstood this pain. I passed my limit long ago. With all this pain, I'll die long before Ciel comes back. If I'm in this room, this headache will stay. Outside, I have to go outside or I'll go insane. I can't. Ciel told me not to leave this room, but if I stay here, I'll die before Roa takes over me. I'm saying I can't. My legs head towards the door. For no reason. I really wanted to see the golden moon. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a transition to go outside. Oh my god, what's happening? The lines won't disappear. The wavering in my vision worsens. The night city is shrouded in a white fog, as if it was a city that died thousands of years ago. There's no sign of anyone else. A cocoon that's like a spider's web is everywhere on every building. It's terribly quiet. Like a dead city at the bottom of the vast ocean. In that illusion, I still walk. Overhead, the large golden moon shines radiantly. Is it the mercy of the moon? My headache has disappeared and my head is in a daze. Under the moon, as if under a spell, I continue walking. Night hangs over the park. In the middle of my hazy vision, there's one figure that looks clear. Oh, we know who this is going to be. For some reason, it seems like the other me wanted this. The moonlight is strong. Under the light as bright as the sun. There, Arcuid stands dressed in white. It's been a while. Isn't it a wonderful moon tonight, Shiki? Arcuid, didn't you go back? No, I haven't fulfilled my objective yet. I can't go back before then, can I? Effortlessly, Arcuid looks at me with crimson eyes. My breathing stops in my throat. An unnatural presence, nothing like when I confronted Senpai. This is the pressure that I feel being confronted as her enemy. I can't breathe. My throat doesn't move. If I do such extraneous movement, she would tear it out at that moment. Stupid Shiki. This wouldn't have happened if you didn't side with that woman. Arcuid shows just a brief moment of pity. Then, her eyes light up with pure delight like a happy child. So how is it, Shiki? How does it feel to have Roa inside you? The white vampire princess speaks with indescribable enmity in her voice. Feeling the danger that sends chills up my spine, I clearly realize the situation. Standing before me is Arcuid, who is trying to kill me. Our distance is about 7 meters. Damn it. With an opponent like this, you can't even feel safe with 100 meters, but she's only 7 meters away. What kind of nonsense are you saying? I confirm that the knife is in my pocket and play dumb. It's useless, you know. In the first place, Roa was made into a dead apostle by me. It's very easy for me to tell where the person who is stole my power. Or the person is who stole my power, rather. I see. Come to think of it, Ciel said it before, that Roa became a vampire because he had his blood sucked by Arcuid. I don't know why. There have been 17 reincarnations before this, but this is the first time this has happened. She doesn't even move a bit. There's no reason for her to come closer, because this is well within her range. Crimson eyes, being stared at by them. My headache returns again. Throb, throb. Inside my head, the vampire called Roa is wanting to emerge. Certainly, I can sense Roa. Back then, Roa must have transmitted himself to you. I really don't understand why, though. It hurts. Every time Arcuid says his name, the memories of this guy rage in my brain. Throb, throb, throb. Where was it? Deep in the mountains, an old castle. Well, oh hey, remember, now we know why we have these memories. The figure of a solitary girl bound there. Only that is burned into this man's soul, which has already become only a memory. I don't understand. Even though she was a true ancestor, she was not even told the meaning of her own existence, and was only used as a tool to hunt the fallen true ancestors. She herself does not receive any wounds whatsoever. The girl painted only in the crimson blood of her enemies. Not knowing words, the woman just looking up at the moon. The woman was just looking up at the moon as if she was some sort of an idiot. Is that a reference to like how, lunacy? Idiots in the moon? Okay. Overhead, that huge golden moon. In that withering courtyard, only her figure was distinct. He felt her figure was beautiful, for the first time since he was born. Probably, no, definitely, the only time in his life. Michael Roa Valdemyong fell in love with that white woman. This is the first time. Not an impulse, but truly Roa's heart. The only remaining emotion. Roa's personality had long died, but it continues to exist without disappearing, that eternal memory. I see. That's why he hated Arcuid so much. The woman who stole his purity. Just an instant. He only saw her for an instant, but his heart was stolen. That hated true ancestor that caused his purity to fall. That existence, he hated everything about that white vampire princess. What a mistake. What a mistake it was. Roa hated her so much that he reincarnated so many times and always waited for Arcuid to come pursue him each time. For that, he did anything. He deceived Arcuid, fooling her when she didn't even know she was a vampire, and let her suck his blood. Becoming a dead apostle of Arcuid, he used her power to destroy the remaining true ancestors, and waited for her. Why did he not understand? The hate that caused him to reincarnate and wait for Arcuid. That isn't hatred. The man called Roa was so pure, he didn't even understand his own emotions. To think about someone else so much, it makes you almost go crazy. That feeling is very similar to hatred, but merely a single word. If this man called Roa could have been told his feeling was love, he wouldn't have made this mistake. For just an instant, no, for a long time, I saw the dream of the instigator of it all, the man who reincarnated to stay in the present. You're pretty composed. You're in front of me and not even running away. Or did you already give up, Shiki? Give up? What am I going to give up about? I won't lose to Roa. Tomorrow, for sure, Ciel will return. So until then, I can't let myself be killed by Arcuid. I didn't think you would still bluff around. I really thought over half of you was already taken over by Roa already. I see. That's how it is. Her voice sounds happy. I don't know what's so enjoyable, but it seems she still does have those kinds of human feelings. Then, if I can do something, maybe there'll be a chance to run away. I don't know what you think you understood, but I'll settle the thing with Roa myself. I won't lose to Roa. If you say you want to kill Roa, then I'll kill him myself for you. So you can just... I won't listen if you tell me to go back. You intend to get the help of the church, right? I refuse to let them seal away Roa. Shiki, I want to eliminate Roa so I can get back my power. So you know, if I don't do it myself, it would be meaningless. Then, no matter what, you're going to kill me, Arcuid? But, Shiki, the Roa inside you is very weak. He probably can't take away a person's will unless he's born into their body. He somehow managed to transmit himself to you, but that was all he could do. He is only able to live as your dark side. Eh? Does that mean that Roa's will is almost nothing in me? Arcuid, that means, yes, there's no need for me to kill you if that's the case. I'm fine just having the power Roa stole from me working under me. She's saying there's no need for me to be killed. So, why did she come to see me? Why does she look at me with those serious eyes? I don't understand. What are you trying to say, Arcuid? I'm telling you to become my servant. What? She doesn't seem like she's joking. When Arcuid and Senpai were fighting, she said it was just a joke. What? That wasn't a joke? No, I like you, so isn't it natural for me to want you by my side rather than to kill you? Snap. With that line, my headache pounds more than it ever has before. Roa, the guy inside my head, rages against her words. I don't know if that comes from delight or from deep jealousy. If you're willing to become my servant, I will stop Roa from consuming you. I don't think you even need to think about it, seeing how Roa will consume you like this. You say it so simply, but how do you intend to stop this Roa inside me? Huh? Well, the only one who can stop Roa is you, Shiki. But that method would mean your death. My method is simply strengthening you. As long as your will is stronger than Roa's, then it doesn't matter how much he rages in you, right? Something bursts in my head again. Roa keeps raging. Don't let her fool you, he rages. This woman wants to make you her puppet. Take a deep breath. I won't believe Roa's words. But even I can understand. The Arcuid now is slightly different from the one I knew. Certainly what she says might possibly stop Roa. But a heart strong enough to resist those headaches means a heart that is so strong it won't feel anything. I take off my glasses. I take the knife out of my pocket. I take the blade out and hold it at eye level. Shiki, I refuse. Sorry, but I won't be yours to possess. Because Ciel is going to come back. I see. Then, I guess it'll just have to be by force. A hard footstep cracks through the air. You killed me once, so I always thought I should pay you back. Her white figure rushes forth with a gust of wind. In that instant, the fight begins. Clang, her claws meet my knife. Under the golden moon, even if she is my enemy, her figure is still beautiful. Buddy, now is not the time to be distracted. Clang, we repel each other again. To be honest, I can't even see her movements. Clang, we repel each other once more. Arcuid isn't serious at all, but still, it should be easy for her to rip off my arms and legs. Clang, we repel each other again. My body moves without thinking, my arms and legs. This body, which is the intention of not dying, fends off Arcuid's claws by itself. My lips curl in irony. I don't want to admit it, but it seems my body has become beyond that of a human's. In the dead of night, it seems Shiki has become like Shiki, probably able to easily jump off the third floor of a building and be just fine. Clang, but this is it. From the very start, I knew I couldn't win against Arcuid. First of all, I can't even see any lines on her. That's interesting. I have no way of hurting her. Arcuid said it once, that during nighttime, there's nothing which can cause her death. Clang, she hits my knife, which is a swing of her arm. I fly through the air. Ugh! I managed to land on the ground and ready my knife. No matter how much I look at it, I can't see any lines on her. Damn it! What nonsense you are. Yes, I am so right. In the deep night, without the mercy of the sun, facing the princess of the moon is too reckless. My throat is burning. My heart feels like it'll explode. I realize that since I saw her tonight, I was under the pressure of her crimson eyes and haven't been able to breathe well. Have you realized it yet? She isn't even out of breath. Even though I'm gasping for air and my heart feels like it'll stop, she's completely relaxed. Jeez, you really are stubborn. If you had that much strength, you should have went ahead and killed Roa. What are you saying? Gasping for air, I managed to suck in air. Killed Roa? That means to kill myself, right? Well, to fight and kill myself rather than running away may indicate a strong heart, but you don't seem to understand. Shiki, your eyes do not kill the body, but the meaning, existence itself. The death of things, those points are not something that kills the body. It does not mean you are killing their life. That kind of power is very common in this world. Shiki, your unique eyes, they kill the meaning of things. What is destroyed is the existence. The extinguishing of life is only a side effect that comes afterwards. With your power, it is possible to kill the soul without harming the body. Usually, a body without a soul will cease to live, so it is like suicide. But that's different for you right now, right? Because you have two souls in one body. You are beyond two souls. Well, it's always the case that the weaker one loses. You do seem to be about even right now with Roa. I suppose there is a high probability that both of you will disappear. Hey, wait. What do you... No, I won't wait. Oh, I hear a sound from behind my head. Her body pushes up against my shoulders. I'm down. In an instant, without me knowing what's going on, Arcuid has me pinned down. Hey, I recognize this art. Except it's in with the moon. Arcuid glares at me without speaking. Her body weight against my shoulders. She stops, as if hesitating over what to do with me. I gasp, but it might have just been her silence. This close. Now that we are this close, I may be able to see it. I stare at her body. The core of my brain screams in protest, completely unlike the pain of my headache before, as if it really were tearing itself apart. But it's no good. I can't read the death from an existence like Arcuid. Daytime might be different, but at night, she is close to being a perfect life form that doesn't even carry the concept of death. What do you intend to do with Roa, Arcuid? You said you wouldn't kill me, but as long as I live, Roa will still be alive. I don't care about a deluded Roa. Yes, that's why I could have let you go, Shiki. Oh, you don't have to hold back. Go ahead and let me go. Don't worry about me and go home. Go back to your daddy. But you know, Isn't it natural for me to take back my own power? And more than anything else, I do like you. Squeeze. That body weight on my shoulders becomes even heavier. More than killing you and destroying Roa, I want to take you in. So, I won't kill you, her red eyes seem to say. I can't believe it, but it seems I really like you. That's why I'll save you. I won't suck your blood, and I won't do anything you won't like. So please listen to what I tell you, her red eyes say. Those are without a doubt her true feelings. Oh, shoot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what route we're on. Sorry, but I can't listen. She might not be on guard right now as the perfection is fading from her body. Shiki, or do you hate me? Her eyes look straight at me. I look at her face while being pinned down, sincerely, so strongly it might even burn my brain. I don't hate you, Arcuid. Really? She sounds very happy. My forehead is burning. As my brain throbs horribly, I definitely see just one line of death. But I have to refuse. The one I love is Ciel, not you, Arcuid. Her eyes brim over with anger. But before then, I slice through the line on her neck. Oh my god. Fresh blood spilling from her neck. Arcuid collapses. Slipping out from underneath her, I get away. I am out of breath. I'm not hurt, but I can't run in this state. It's Arcuid, so she should be able to heal a wound and will come over to attack me. Get Arcuid? She doesn't even move. Blood flowing over the ground. Her white body is covered in vermilion. No way. Did I kill her? Arcuid, are you stopping my legs that try to flee? I try to rush towards her body, but gasp. One arm. One of her arms on her collapsed figure, like a spider's leg, stands up on the ground. Oh, I don't like that. In that instant, the whole world freezes over. I will. From her neck spills her blood in her breath. Her arm tenses. Kill you. I think we made a big mistake, guys. The vermilion blood continues to flow. Her body slowly lifts off the ground. I will. Heavy, rapid breathing turns into laughter. Her white body stained in blood. She raises her face. I can see her eyes gleaming behind her golden hair. Her eyes are pitch black, and in them glows a fierce, fiery red. I will kill you. Yeah, that's me right now. Oh, I think we made a bad mistake. Arcuid. Her eyes are looking at nothing. She tries to lift herself with one hand, but every time she collapses back to the ground. She slips on her own pool of blood, and each time her body gets redder. Over and over, she tries to stand up, slips and falls. It seems as if she's enjoying that cycle of failure. Just wait. I can't move. Her voice, her figure, her will flows compulsorily into my head. My will is flowing, fusing, merging. The whole world spins around me. In the middle of it all, her image dominates. That's right. I have never felt such shame before. I have never been so disgraced. That's why it's funny. I can't even imagine how much pleasure I'll get when I take this anger out on you, Shiki. Destroy, 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 slowly, completely, gently, beyond comparison, cruelly to the point of numbness. I'll violate your life. This is the scariest thing ever. That's right. The instant I tear off your limbs, rip open your chest, and pull out your intestines, biting into your neck as you beg for mercy, chewing through your eyes and spreading your brains on the ground like butter. Just wait, I'll kill you soon. Smiling, laughing insanely, Arcuid wallows in the sea of her own blood. I can't move. This isn't good. Even Roa can't move. If I stay here, I really will be killed. I have to escape. It doesn't matter where. I just have to get away from here quickly. If I don't get away from here quickly, I will be killed. But my legs won't move. Maybe they know that no matter where I run, she will kill me. Tono-kun, what are you doing? This way. That voice! The voice frees me from fear's grip. Senpai! Just hurry. Before she recovers, hurry. Ignoring my bewilderment, she grabs my arm and starts to run. Damn. We lasted through the day. Hey, Senpai, why? It doesn't matter. I'm the one who wants to ask. Tono-kun, you unfaithful cheater. After I told you not to leave your room, why did you go meet Arcuid? No, no. This isn't the time to be calling me an unfaithful cheater. Senpai, that's not it. I'm sorry for leaving the room, but I couldn't resist it, so I went outside and Arcuid was there. Jeez, I'll hear your excuses later. Now we have to hurry. Ciel keeps running. This direction. It seems like she's headed for the school. Why's that? After running here, Ciel finally stops. Senpai, what the hell's going on? I understand why we got away from Arcuid, but why did we come to the school? Here. Nothing else will get destroyed. Please, go into the school building ahead of me. Why? Arcuid is coming. Please escape, Tono-kun. Arcuid is coming. Is she going to chase us this far? I don't think that'll happen. Well, certainly she was pretty screwed up, but please listen without getting angry. She really is a good person. I overdid it earlier. She got pissed, but if she recovers and calms down, she should... It's useless. In the first place, Roa, who is her enemy, is inside of you, and in addition, you wounded her that much. Right now, she's turned into a bloodthirsty vampire. She probably won't turn back to the Arcuid you know until she kills you. She'll be done healing soon, I imagine. She mutters and grabs my arm. We might have a bit of a chance inside the school building. In any case, I have to protect you, or in any case, to protect you, I have to settle it with her once and for all. Ciel? Well, she is active. Her subordinate, Roa, also gets active. To suppress Roa, we must let her sleep or fend her off. So, defeating her here is killing two birds with one stone. Let's go, she says as she pulls me inside the school building. At night, the hallway is illuminated only by moonlight. I think back to the events of last night. It seems I have no good memories whatsoever of my school at night. Please go up to the second floor, Tono-kun. Fighting her is my duty. No, this is my responsibility. So you go up to the second floor, Senpai. I'll settle this. Tono-kun, I'll get mad. Ciel glares at me, but she seems to be getting more timid than angry. Senpai? Tono-kun, you know about my body, right? No matter what happens, I won't die. But a trivial wound could be fatal for you. Certainly, you might be able to defeat Arcuid using your eyes, but before that, she would just shred you apart. Tono-kun, didn't you say it yourself that you'll make me happy? So I beg of you, please don't die here. But Senpai, by yourself, you can't... Don't belittle me, please. I've already exterminated scores of vampires before. When it comes to defeating vampires, there's no one better than me. She strikes a confident, gutsy pose, but I see the tips of her fingers shaking. Is she scared? Even for her, who has exterminated numerous vampires. No, because she knows Arcuid isn't a normal opponent. No, Senpai. Even still, I don't want to leave Ciel by herself and run away. Before I can voice that, though, she presses a finger to my lips and stops me. Tono-kun, you shouldn't say that. Please, listen to my selfishness. For once I want to protect you out of my own will. If I don't do that, I'll never be able to face you with a smile from my heart. She says that with tears brimming in her eyes. Tono-kun, I came back this early because it was no good. There isn't a way to help you at the church. The only thing there were ways to try to use Roas to their advantage, and there wasn't anything that could help you as his host. I see. Oh, well, it can't be helped. It's not something for you to cry about, Ciel-senpai. No. If only I was better. I could have found something more, but I couldn't. That's why. The only thing I can do now is slow Roa's advances. It hurts. Even though I know the pain you're going through, I'm only selfishly thinking that I want you to be by my side as long as possible. I don't want to see her cry. I embrace her, so I won't be able to see it. Tomo-kun, it's okay. I want to be with you as much as I can too. No matter how much it hurts, I'll fight Roa till the very end. You weren't being selfish. I'm the one being selfish. But don't get me wrong, I don't intend to lose to Roa. Before, Arcuid said something weird. So maybe there just might be a way left. Ciel, I won't lose. But my chances of stopping Arcuid are slim. That's why I leave it to you. You're unbeatable against vampires, right? Yes, thank you very much. Ciel's arm around my back tightens. As we hold each other, I try to put my lips onto hers. Then Ciel hops back like a rabbit. We can't kiss. If you do such a thing, I'll be too happy and won't be able to concentrate. So let's just keep it for a hug for now. Yeah, then I'll go away. But if you get in trouble, just call out for me. I'll come right away. Ciel nods silently. I put my trust in her and turn around. Please wait. Did you forget something? Yes. Tomorrow, let's go play. The three of us, with Inui-kun, we will make up for that one time. She says so with a fleeting smile. That was a death flag. That was a death flag. I know my death flags. That was a death flag. I'm glad. I'm glad our promise meant so much to her. Yeah, then it's a promise. I stick out my hand. Yes, please keep it this time. Ciel's hand touches mine. After a vigorous shake, she pulls back. Now, please stay away. Her recovery seems to have completed just now. Yeah. Nodding, I really turn my back to Ciel this time. It's quiet. I walk up to the second floor while holding my knife and take a deep breath. I believe in Ciel. If she says she'll protect me, she'll definitely do so. Idiot, but I feel the same way too. Just like she told me she'll protect me, I want to protect her too. That's why I'm going back there right away. Even Arcuid should have an opening while she's fighting Ciel. In that instance, I'll give everything I have. We'll deal with you later, okay, Roa? I speak to myself as I look up to the moon. Okay, says my brain, after I fend off Arcuid. I have to walk a tightrope with a very low chance of succeeding. There's no guarantee I'll survive, and in the first place, I don't even know if this method will work. But there's nothing else to do. If you have that power... Someone told me before that there's a meaning behind having such a power, and a time will come when I need that power. Yeah, that's right. This is probably my duty, Sensei. I'm prepared. I just have to figure out how to get Arcuid. The building shakes. A large crash, an impact like a dump truck slamming into the building at full speed. Oh no, her booty! No way, the building is still shaking. It hasn't even been a minute since Ciel said Arcuid was done healing. From the park to here, such distance. She came in that amount of time? That's different. The severity is entirely different from the Arcuid I know. Senpai? Who cares about taking her opening right now? Without thinking, I run with all my might. It's a nightmare. Ciel and Arcuid are in the hallway. In reality, that's all there is. That's all but my legs freeze. This air isn't normal. Everything, it's difficult to breathe. As if this place is filled with Arcuid's vampiric will, like I'm inside something living. In the middle of it all, the fight between Ciel and Arcuid ended really easily, so one-sided. Oh! That's what we did to Kohaku, but we were jerking off at the same time. Senpai, it's far. Across a seemingly infinite span, Ciel is almost killed by Arcuid. Ciel is almost dead, and she doesn't seem to see anything but Arcuid. Arcuid's arm reaches for Ciel's chest. With a sickening sound, she tries to rip out Ciel's heart. That's too much. Even if she says she won't die, pulling out her heart while she's still alive is too much. Yamero! Arcuid turns around. She looks like she's staring at an insect. Just that causes me to forget that I'm alive. Oh, you're here too? Wait there. I'll be finished soon. Saying that, Arcuid destroys Ciel. She snaps Ciel's neck as she repeatedly tears her body apart with her other arm. Pretty stubborn, huh? I guess you won't die unless Roa has killed Ciel. Slash, splat. A cycle like she has experienced at the church, a cycle of reviving and dying. If I take in Roa, you will have to continue living until I die. In order for you to die, you'd have to kill Roa with the holy sword of reincarnation criticism prepared by the church. The holy sword of reincarnation criticism. Holy crap, that is the dopest name I've ever heard for a holy sword. It is a sword that is criticizing the concept of reincarnation. I love video games. I love visual novels. I love it. 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 Okay, well, let's continue. So what? Ciel painfully responds, half conscious. Is that all right with you? Roa's death means your death. If you destroy Roa, your body would return to a normal, boring human body. That's what I wished for. I see. How pitiful. Your wish won't be granted. I'm gonna take Roa back this time for sure. By slicing apart that lump of flesh over there hundreds of times. Ciel's body convulses. Arcuid rips out Ciel's heart. Even still, Ciel revives and coughs up blood. Something snaps. My headache rages. I feel sick. You shut the hell up. I slam my head into the wall. Look, this isn't the time to pay attention to him. I can't even let her lay even one more finger to Ciel. Look, give your brain a strain that could burst your blood vessels and look. Look at the death that would kill that vampire. Why? I almost go crazy. The death of animals, the death of plants. I can even see the death of the air before me. But Arcuid, it's nothing which can cause death on her. Before, someone told me that true ancestors are a perfect life form just by being in this natural world. They are an extension of nature, so they can draw as much power from the source called Earth. That's why they won't die. They have no limits. Oh, so that means they are only perfect in this natural world. Look for it. It has to exist. If I can see the death of everything, the point has to exist somewhere. My man, are you going to kill the Earth? I was mistaken. There are no causes of death on Arcuid. In that case, first I have to take that which makes it so. I found it. It's far away, but I can't allow any more of this. Arcuid? Her hand stops. Follow me. I'll kill you out there. Saying that, I jump out the window onto the school grounds. We're gonna kill the Earth. We're gonna kill Gaia. Oh boy. In the center of the ground. It's far. Can I make it? Arcuid pursues me with light footsteps. It's far. It's far, but I'll strike first this time. I reach the middle of the school ground. Arcuid comes straight at me. Before that, I take my knife and stab the large point at my feet. The death of the very world around me. A distortion. With this, it's over. Everything around here. I killed the nature that Arcuid draws all power from. You've thought well, Shiki. Arcuid comes towards me. Her body is filled with death now. All right, I can do it. I can kill Arcuid like this. But before I confirm my victory... Go! Blood pours from my mouth. It... Probably because her movements were so fast. I just couldn't believe it. And I didn't feel pain or shock or anything. The slicing sound finally reaches my ears. The sound of blood pouring forth. Looking down, Arcuid's claws pierced through my chest before I even realized it. I feel faint. Everything starts to fade away quickly. Her arm has thrust through my chest, impaling me. That is a fatal wound for a normal human being. But I won't die just yet. With the way I am now, I'll still be able to live for a bit longer. From my ankles, the pitch-black shadow of death starts to creep upwards. I don't care. I forcefully swallowed the blood pouring from my mouth, and I sliced the line on her chest with one hand. Oh, he used the hand method this time. That was a Shiki technique. Arcuid's voice. I can barely hear it. My head is fading. Is it the pain from Arcuid piercing my chest? Or is my brain about to burst from being strained to the limit? Well, whichever it is, it doesn't change the fact that my death is coming. I start to feel faint, but before that, with this knife, I have to cut her line. Disappear, you vampire. Don't fool around, I won't die from such a thing. Her hands grab my head, but faster than Arcuid's hands try to squeeze my head, I slice my knife down to her thigh. Just go away. I'll take Roa with me. Without your help, I'll kill him, so disappear. I don't want to fight you. What are you saying? You're the one who refused me. Her grip increases, the sound of my skull fracturing. I'll kill Roa right here. I told you I won't go back unless I do so. You stupid woman. My knife swings again. With a slice, I cut off her arm. Her white arm falls to the ground. Arcuid staggers back. As soon as I see that, I crumble to the ground. Like a puppet with its strings cut, I collapse on my rear end. Shiki. I hear Arcuid's somewhat hesitating voice. I can't speak well. If I move my throat, the only thing that pours forth is red blood. Shiki, fading. The pressure and killing aura Arcuid was exerting is fading away. Is it because of her wounds? Or is it because the wounds she gave me were so terrible? She's returning to the Arcuid I once knew. God. I don't know what's so good, but hang in there, Shiki. If you become mine, that wound will be nothing. She reaches out to me. With a hazy mind, I lift my hand and stop her. Why? Shiki, you'll die like this, you know. Look, I'll forgive you for earlier, and I won't worry about Ciel either. I don't want you to die, Shiki. So please become mine, Shiki. Back and forth. Even though I can barely breathe, I shake my head no. I don't understand. If you die, Roa will just reincarnate. Even you hate Roa, right? If you die like this, he'll just take over your body. Oh yeah, certainly I can't let that happen. But if I just follow Arcuid, I think the same thing will happen. Even if Arcuid sucks my blood like what happened to Roa, and I gain the willpower so I won't lose to Roa, in the end, Roa will not disappear by his own will, unless Arcuid turns to acknowledge him. No, I can't do what you say. Why? Do you really hate me that much, Shiki? Don't be crazy. Even as a lie, I can't say, please. I know how you feel, but please forgive him. Roa simply wanted for you to like him. For that, he reincarnated over and over, and was looking forward to your arrival each time. But he's a human. He's non-existence that can live for a long, long time like you do. Yes, for humans, immortality is too far away. Roa believed his method of reincarnation would let him exist forever. But even that had its limit. Because that method was the same as making descendants, which shared his same passing goals, but not creating another self for him. Roa's as good as gone now. He's just an existence that does the same thing over and over because of his past. So I have to end it for him. Shiki, you're already... Sanity returns to Arcuid's eyes. The deep crimson of her eye thins to red. Her golden hair flutters under the moon. There's the Arcuid that I liked. I look up at her as if staring at the moon. Sorry, Ciel. I can't help but think she's incredibly beautiful. Those red eyes, those resolute yet friendly eyes, slender white curves, even the gash she gave her on her chest that is welling up with blood. Okay, that last one's a bit weird, bud. That last one's a bit strange. Everything about her, she really is, well, Arcuid really is beautiful. That's why it's so unfortunate. The vestiges of my chest tighten at the thought that it has to end like this. Damn it. If only Arcuid had returned to sanity just a bit faster, none of this would have had to happen. I see, Shiki. You're already one with Roa. I don't know. Just all of this was too much. Right now, as I speak, my memories are disappearing. Ciel said something like that. If I tried too hard to see something that should not be seen, my blood vessels will burst and I would lose my mind. Shiki, you idiot. Are you saying you'll let Ciel kill you? Of course not. But I'm already like this thanks to you. I probably can't hold on for long. Arcuid looks down at herself. Her chest and the large slash wrought by my knife. I don't believe it. Until now, I've never met anyone who could wound me this much. There's a faint glimmer of resentment and regret in her voice. It really is too bad, but it looks like I'm at my limit as well. I need to return to my castle quickly to heal this wound. Right, so you should just hurry and get out of here. She doesn't answer. It probably wasn't even a brief pause. Just for that instant, it looked like she wanted that wait, what? Just for that instant, it's probably that I wanted to treasure that last moment before we parted. Arcuid gives an amazed sigh. You're such a mean guy. You say mean things till the very end, but you know what? I like that about you, Shiki. Saying that, with a smile to the very end, her body disappears like fading mist. I see. We were the same after all. Thinking that out loud, I look up at the moon. In the end, it really was just a brief moment, but we returned to the relationship we had when we first teamed up together. I really liked her. It had nothing to do with the Roa inside me. Just she attracted me. That's why parting like this, after we were fighting only moments ago, is too painful. Why did it turn out like this? Our relationship, well, I don't think we made that many big mistakes. Oh, the blood doesn't stop. I try to breathe, but blood just flows forth from my mouth like a pump. I'm almost gone. Arcuid should have taken it easy on me. If I get such a big hole in my chest, even a half-vampire like me can't be saved. Thump. It's not my heart. The beating of my heart has long since stopped. The only pulse remains in my head. It's probably because I strained myself too hard to get Arcuid back. Tonoshiki begins to fade, and Roa becomes stronger. My body is almost completely dead. After I die, Roa will take over. Even though I can't, Roa will probably find a way to heal himself. If that happens, I would make the same mistake Ciel did. Sorry, that's all I can say. I really can't keep conscious. Before that, I look at myself. The point is on my scar. The point of my death, of Roa's death. Tono-kun, you said it yourself that you'd make me happy. So please don't die here. That's why. All I can do is apologize. I can't ask for forgiveness. Even though I wanted to do so much, it turns out I won't be able to do anything for her. Then at least in the very end, I should release her from her terrible fate. Take a deep breath. I place my knife on my chest. The point is at the tip of my knife. All that's left is for me to push. Just that. Stop. I can hear a voice. It has to be an hallucination. Tono-kun. A crying voice calls out to me from the school building. Looking up, I see a fully healed Ciel running towards me. Stop it. If I see her face, I'll lose my resolve. Probably, I'll feel sorry in being able to finish this. That's why, before she comes, I strengthen the power in my hand. The knife side slides silently into my body. With just that, the voice disappears. An old book. I thought I saw an illusion of it disappearing page by page into the darkness. With that, I was able to fall into the deep darkness I fell into years ago. Tono-kun, Tono-kun. I hear a voice. Tono-kun, why? See? Just as I thought. No, I don't want this. I heard this crying voice. Why? You said you wouldn't die. I knew I would regret it. Man, it's like midnight, but I gotta finish this. Daylight Blue and Epilogue. It's gonna be a freaking long part. Why are we hearing the throbbing? Whose throbbing is this? That's our heart. It was a hospital room that somehow seemed nostalgic. I let out a breath. I'm alive. I'm born. I'm alive. Is this what life feels like? Oh, the air. I can taste it. I'm born again. My chest moves up and down as I breathe. A comfortable breeze blows in through the open window. The yellow curtains sway playfully in the wind. The fresh blue sky is enough to take my breath away. The air is warm like a spring day. I'm alive. I look around as I speak to myself in amazement. There's no one else in the spacious room. I'm lying in a bed with an IV in my right arm. There's a large bandage on my chest. What's this? I take out the IV and remove my bandage. There's nothing under the bandage. All there is just my chest. Having a bandage there means there's a wound there, but there's not even a trace whatsoever of anything. I tilt my head to the side questioningly. Did I do something to get a wound on my chest? Did we just see baby Shiki? I look over to the open door. From the empty hallway, some unknown child peers into my room. Wait, what? Who are we? Wait, what? Before I can call out, the child walks away somewhere. Wait, what? What was that just now? Something. I feel like I forgot something. Tono, I'm coming in. So wait, what the frick? Wait, was that just... Huh? The door gets knocked and Tono, I'm coming in. Arhiko walks into the room. Yo, you're up. Good, good. We really couldn't talk much yesterday, but you seem a lot better now. He cheerfully walks over to the side of the bed. Arhiko, what are you doing? Hold the frickin' phone. Did Ciel give her heart to us? I'm going to cry. We're gonna ask where's Senpai. He's gonna say who's Senpai. She gave her... Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Arhiko, what are you doing? Huh? What am I doing? I'm here to check up on you. You asked me that yesterday too. You must still be out of it. Check up on who? I'm sure your head would space out after sleeping for 2 months. Okay. There goes our school year. I'm sure your head would space out after sleeping for 2 months, but don't keep asking the same things you asked me yesterday. It's about your body, so didn't the doctor tell you about it? Saying that, Arhiko takes a seat in a nearby chair. I get even more confused and I hold my head. Oh, the doctor didn't say anything? You've been here for a long time, you know. Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured that out, but... Well, the doctor did say you might not know what's going on. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I guess it's more friendly for me to tell you than having a doctor tell you.
Crossing his arms and nodding to herself, Arihiko looks me in the eye.
It was 2 months ago. You were found collapsed on the ground at school.
Ground. Why is it? Now that he mentions it, I feel like I know something.
It seems that the track and field club found you during morning practice. They come around at 5 o'clock in the morning, so they say must have collapsed there during the night, but what's the truth?
Even if you ask, I don't know. First of all, you say I was collapsed on the school grounds, but I never even go near there.
Right. Well, anyway, you were found there collapsed. You weren't, like, hurt or bleeding or anything, so you were taken to the clinic because they thought it was your anemia. But you, like, never woke up. So we called your house and you were brought to this hospital. You've been in a coma for about 2 months since then.
Arihiko tells me an amazing story. A coma for 2 months. That's unusually...
Yeah. Even the doctors seem to have thrown in the towel. To be in a coma for a week means you're a vegetable. And yesterday you just woke up and said, "Yo, Arihiko." I thought my heart would stop.
He laughs heartily.
Well, you were always the kind who could have died at any moment anyway. So I was thinking you'd be like that forever. It surprised me even more.
Arihiko, I'm in that kind of situation. You're saying pretty mean things.
It's fine because you healed. But it was quite the amazing time while you were a vegetable. Even though they say you had no hope of recovery, Akiha-chan came and, like, visited you every day. Senpai would...
Oh, she's alive. Oh, never mind. Okay, my idea kind of failed.
Senpai would come there at that time too, so it was really hard to be here.
Arihiko gives a meaningful laugh. Wait a minute. Wait, Arihiko, what's with that Akiha-chan?
Akiha-chan is Akiha-chan. It's your younger sister, and every time we see each other, our relationship gets closer and farther.
I like that. I like that a lot. Akiha, so she came to visit me. Hearing that, I remember about Akiha. Like Arihiko said, I must still be out of it. It's like I forgot about everything outside the hospital room. Well, I remember whenever he tells me about it, so it doesn't really matter. But I feel really light and feels like something's strange. You met Akiha? Sorry, Arihiko. She's pretty uptight, right? She says some pretty harsh things, but please overlook it.
Pretty? Sometimes? Amazing, Toto. I never thought you were that great of a guy until now.
Sitting in the chair with his arms still crossed, he laughs out loud. Arihiko's like how he usually is. To be honest, I don't know what happened to me, but his infinite supply of cheerfulness does calm me down. Leaning back on the bed, I take a deep breath.
Oh, it's about time for your examination. Then I'll see you later. I was gonna bring Senpai along, but she said she wouldn't come because she knew she was gonna see you at school.
Senpai?
Yeah. We've been taking turns seeing you. Well, yesterday you woke up and hugged her right away, so she... Wait, yesterday you woke up and hugged her right away, so she got kind of angry and said she wouldn't come here anymore. She was angry, so you should think up an excuse or something.
This is ending in a way happier way than I actually expected. This is like the opposite of Arcuid's rude ending, saying that Arihiko leaves the room. Senpai. I can't quite remember. To me, there's only one person who I call Senpai. The person's name, face, personality, I know them all. So why? Why do I feel like I shouldn't think deeply about this Senpai? I feel light. It's probably because I've been asleep for 2 months and my body doesn't move at all. I feel like something is missing. Come to think of it, there's one thing that's strange. I remember seeing this hospital room before. If my memory serves me correctly, that hospital room from 8 years ago has to be long gone by now. We're just going back home. The following day, I returned to the mansion. Probably because I was asleep for so long, it feels like forever since I've been back in my own house. Sorry, what? Before I go to the door to the mansion, I take a walk to the woods and come out to a strange place. I never knew it. I never knew there was a Japanese-style building like this here. Yeah, what?
I hear a commotion behind me. I whirl around and see, what the frick is happening? Some kid just standing there. Did he get lost? He seems quite detached, almost like a ghost or something. It's just on his chest. The scar on his chest showing through his kimono is terribly... Shiki-san, what are you doing? Kohaku-san? Yes, I came to greet you. I was waiting for you by the doorway, but you headed towards the garden instead. I was a little surprised. As usual, Kohaku-san has that cheerful smile. Well, I was just walking around. Kohaku-san, do you know who that kid was? Huh? A kid? What do you mean? Seems like Kohaku-san didn't see that kid. Well, if you didn't see him, that's fine. Shall we go back? Akia's probably waiting. Yes, Akiha-sama didn't say anything, but she was pacing back and forth in the lobby all morning. I'm sure she is anxiously awaiting for you, Shiki-san. Oh, well, I should hurry up, or who knows how mad she'll get. Yes, let's hurry, Shiki-san. Is she just letting bygones be bygones, or was she told about what was going on, I wonder? Kawaku-san takes my hand and we run to the mansion. As we leave, I feel like someone called to me and I look back at the Japanese-style building. What the frick is going on? Is it an illusion? The kid just stares as we run towards the mansion, as if he wanted to say something. What is going on? Even if something does seem missing, the life of Tonoshiki returns to normal. I'm back at the mansion. Akiha scolds me. Hisui wakes me up in the morning, and after eating the breakfast Kawaku-san made, I leave the mansion. There's something missing. Without being able to remember what it is, I get to school. Yo, morning! You can come back to school now? Akiho? Oh, that's their ship name. Arihiko greets me cheerfully. I heard you had to rehabilitate for a while. I see. For you to come to school like this must be because of that. Arihiko gives a meaningful laugh. I understand. It's only a month till graduation. That means you can be together for only a bit longer. What do you mean? Together with who? With who? Of course you and... Arihiko cuts off. I hear quick footsteps. Underneath the bright early spring sunshine, breathing quickly, she appears before me. Good morning. Great weather today, isn't it, Tono-kun? She gives her usual cheerful smile. Senpai. I gasp. That's right. Why couldn't I remember about her until now? Tono-kun? I said good morning. Yeah, good morning, Senpai. I reply awkwardly. She seems a bit puzzled and tilts her head. Jeez, you finally got out of the hospital, but you're not cheerful at all. I was so looking forward to seeing you again. Looking forward to? Why can't I remember? Did something happen? I feel like something very important happened between the two of us, but I can't remember. All I can remember is that she's a third-year upperclassman who took a liking to me and Arihiko for some reason, and we would spend lunchtime together. I can't remember. I can't remember anything else. It's like I forgot about everything else because it was so sad or difficult that I cut the unneeded memories away. Jeez, Tono-kun, did you forget our promise? Senpai looks at me disappointingly. Promise. Promise. An important promise. Hey, you said that the three of us would hang out in town, but you collapsed the day before and you had to go to the hospital. She looks like she was really looking forward to that little thing. So I didn't care about anything else. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yes, please don't forget it this time, Tono-kun. No, you can go ahead and forget, Tono. And Senpai and I can have fun by ourselves. Arihiko repeats what I heard sometime before. That won't do. We don't have a chance to do this again, so this time it has to be the three of us. She seems unusually angry. That's not true. We're still students, so we can always hang out. Yes, certainly you and Tono-kun will have lots of free time, but I'll be very busy starting in spring. The university I plan on attending is a little far, so it won't be easy to come back here. Oh, that's right. Senpai, you... Arihiko stops mid-sentence. I don't understand what she's talking about, though.
Yes, after I graduate, I plan on going overseas to study. It's always been my dream to become a master at crafting cakes. Okay. With such a smile, Senpai says something outrageous. Senpai, then you won't be staying here? Yes, I'll stay here. My house is here, so I don't plan on going to live over there. I can't exactly leave my father alone either. She's talking about Roa, right? Right? Or, okay. But the person I'll be studying under is very strict, so I won't be able to come back for at least 3 years. What? But it's always been my childhood dream. The place I'm going to work at as a live-in employee is a craftsman for the king. Normally non-relatives are not allowed to work here, but he told me I had great talents, so I'm able to go there. Senpai happily speaks of another world I didn't even know existed. Oh, that's great, but she'll be gone for 3 years. Why? Yes, thank you very much. 3 years is a long time, but you can wait that long, right, Tono-kun? Senpai gives a faint smile to hide her embarrassment. Now, don't be unfaithful because I'm gone, Tono-kun. You have a tendency to get swept away easily, so really, I want you to take you with me. Senpai sighs. Senpai? But that just can't be. You're still a student, and it would be impossible to convince Akiha-chan in a year or two. San, rather. So this time I'll just trust you and leave you for 3 years. Senpai declares this fiercely. Arhiko takes us all with his mouth hanging wide open. So, this may be the last time the 3 of us get to play together. So this time, please let me make a good memory of it. She sounds truly happy as she says this. Oh, feels like the scar on my chest hurts. Tono-kun, what's wrong? Grabbing your chest like that, are you still hurt? No, not really. My chest was never injured, so it's just your imagination. As I answer, it feels strange. What's that clicking? It's like something is inconsistent. What was that clicking? The first bell rings. Morning homeroom is about to start. Then I'll come again at lunch break, okay? Senpai disappears towards the school building. Before she can do that, I ask her a question. Senpai, your father, what kind of person is he? Tono-kun, you know my father, don't you? My family has a bakery at the nearby town, and you came to buy from there before. Is she gaslighting us again? My father said you were such a pleasant young man, too. She sounds truly happy as she says this. Now that she mentions it, I think it did happen. But that's wrong. Senpai, there is no way your father can be alive. Tono-kun? Senpai calls out to me. Everything suddenly turns colder. You realized it, Tono-kun? She asks me somewhat sadly. Yeah, I did. I say that as tears fill my eyes. I wish I never realized it. Then I could have continued to live happily in this world where no one gets hurt. Amazing. Normally people never realize it. Usually they ignore all the inconvenient inconsistencies. Yeah. If it was a little strange, if I was happy, I should have ignored it. That's right. To be not able to lie about such things, you really are honest. Senpai. The girl who looks like Senpai says this with such incredible sadness. I really feel sorry. What the frick is going on? What is happening? So, okay, you know how I said about this is a surprisingly happy ending? Joke's on me, right? I feel really sorry and regret tightens in my chest. But it really couldn't be helped. My school life from before. The Ciel senpai that seems like she's lived in this town. The Tonoshiki who survived that wound without a single scar on his chest. These days, similar to the original days without a moment of unhappiness. That was just too happy, right? And I knew this was a dream. Jeez, you're always like this, Tono-kun. Even though you overlook so many trivial things, you realize the one thing you really wish you realize the one thing you really wish you wouldn't. But that is one of your good traits, I suppose. But still, she looks at me regretfully. You should have at least overlooked it this time. Senpai disappears, and so does the world. It disappears in the same way. And everything disappears. The world returns the way it should be. I died. No, if I was dead, I wouldn't even have seen such a dream, so I might be on the very verge of death then. Well, anyway, it's certain that this has to be quite close to death. Strangely, I'm not afraid. No matter if I'm already dead or about to disappear or have already disappeared, right now that person is more important to me than myself. Senpai. That person who was smiling before me earlier. Ciel, who has happily told me this fairy tale. Without pain or suffering, completely ordinary life. A story as she wanted. No sadness at all. Just a very commonplace life. A radiant world. To me or Arhiko, it was a completely boring repetition of days without any value. That boring thing was... To her, it was an unfulfillable dream. Thinking out loud, I feel sad. I selfishly ended my life. I didn't think deeply about what would happen afterwards. If this was what her dream was, then no matter how terrible I became or how pitiful I become, maybe I should have stayed beside her, being held by her and protecting her. That is the wish of the person called Ciel. It's not the wish of you yourself as Shiki, so you don't need to worry about it, right? Tonoshiki has acted on what he thought was the best choice. You didn't need to burden yourself with what Ciel wants. If you do that, you will be burdened by someone else's dream like earlier. Although there's no one else than me here anymore, I can hear someone else's voice. Yeah. You woke yourself from that dream, so there's nothing else here besides Shiki. I see. You can use your brain a little, Tonoshiki. Then you are... No, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. Roa was killed by you already. In the first place, if Roa still existed, there would be no way you could exist, even though you are already dead. I don't quite get it. Yeah, same. That's how I feel too. Then what am I right now? Let's see, maybe you're on the verge of losing yourself? The time you stabbed yourself and the time you died. I think this is the brief moment in between the two. Something snaps. I see a projection of the familiar hospital room. A thing called a dream cannot be something completely unknown. Any story is only an extension of what that person knows. So the dream you saw has some truth about reality, such as, like, becoming a vegetable without gaining consciousness. Yeah, that at least is true. After you stab yourself, you were still left without waking up. The instant is really small. That instant is really just a small gap of time between the two. When you wake up from this dream, you will simply be comatose, not even able to dream. Then, what will happen to Senpai? I don't know, but shouldn't you think about yourself more than other people? It won't be bad, so just close your eyes again. This time, try not to wake up. If you do that, then you can watch that happy dream again. I don't understand. Who are you? Hey, that doesn't really matter. If you wake up, you won't even be able to dream again, so you'll just become a pile of organs, you know? So it'd be better to just sink back into that dream. You really did well. It's too bad for that person Ciel, but you and I also had horrible luck. So I think we could at least see a happy dream, you know? So who are you? You just said that earlier yourself. Since you woke up from that dream, there's nothing else here besides Shiki. So I must... probably look like this. Kid? Excuse yourself. I'm a year older than you, you know. What the frick is going on? Tonoshiki's only 8 years old, right? With that in mind, I've existed for almost 9 years. Then you are... That's it. I was cast away until now, but since you fell into the same place, I called out to you. Wait. This is the Shiki... Wait. This is the Shiki that died 8 years ago. Uh, okay. Okay. But it's not like we're actually separate people. We're the same existence after all. Even if you forgot, you are the Shiki that is an extension of me. So wait, hold up. You're freaking telling me there are 3 Shikis. Tonoshiki, Tonoshiki, Baby Shiki. There's 3. 3 of them. 3 of them. Okay. But in my case, I'm your foundation, but not your past, so I'm just trash. Well, it's difficult to talk about it, so let's just leave it aside. I don't understand. Then what does that trash want to make me do? Well, that's what I've been saying. I'm warning you not to wake up. Tonoshiki's reality is nothing more than spending the rest of your life in a coma. If you awake to that, you won't even be able to dream. Even though you can manage your body, your brain would not function. In other words, death. Not death by your existence, but the death of your will. In that situation, you wouldn't need to die, right? Even if you woke up, you can't live in reality. Be much happy if you just watched your dream about reality here. What is that? If I just slept the rest of my life, dreaming selfishly isn't fun at all. That's true. You either wake up to reality and face the death of your will, or you can stay here and dream. No matter which, there really isn't much difference. If you wake up to reality and die, you wouldn't trouble yourself like this. If you call that happiness, it's probably many times happier. What? But I want you to dream. We have the same name, but the dreams we can see are different. My dreams are usually about that day, or the days I had until I was 9 years old. That may be happy, but there's no future for Shiki there. Such as getting older, having a person you like, living busily every day. My reality, my knowledge, the future I can imagine from that is so small and hopeless that I can't even imagine those things. But your dreams were different. What is normal senior for you looks brilliant to me, even if they are just dreams. But with my limited years, I can't even think of your dreams by myself. This is the wildest ending to a video game ever. If you can't stand your selfish dream, then I can help a little. I can let you remember the other things you forgot that happened in the past. If we work together to fool each other, we can see a somewhat happy dream. Seems you don't like that. I guess once you realize the truth, you have to wake up. But your reality is already over. Certainly dreams can't compare to reality. But still, if you try, I think you can at least become a bit happy, right? No, wouldn't we be the only ones becoming happy there, Shiki? You're stupid. It's simple to be happy by yourself. If you start to think about others, it gets much more difficult. As a result, even what's good or bad becomes too difficult to figure out. And in reality, you and I never did anything wrong. But this is how we ended up, right? See, that's the person you are, Shiki. You've only had things stolen from you, so you shouldn't worry about making others happy. Well, that may be true, but still, I made a promise not to leave her alone. If everything before, if everything right now, if all of it is a dream, well, I have to wake up. Even if there might not be nothing for you to if you wake up, because she's waiting, I have to go back. Even if it means my death, I promise I'll be there when she's waiting. I see. Then this is goodbye. I couldn't leave you alone, so I lent you a hand. But like I thought, you don't need me now. All the same, it really was fun. I was able to see a good dream that maybe my future could be like. What's this? Shaking my hand all of a sudden. That's just weird. I even felt weird. But it can't be helped because I can't give you it unless we do this. Even though we're the same, if we parted this much, we need an image to merge. Well, I guess it's useful for me to tell you this because you've even forgotten about that. Hey, you're disappearing. You're starting to form shape. Well, it's about time for our goodbyes. I'll forget about you, so please forget about me. Now, Well, it's meaningless to go back to the Shiki before becoming Tonoshiki. Oh yeah, about her. I like her too, so I agree on the fact that she's more important than you. But, you know, if that's the case, never do something stupid again to make her cry, okay? And he disappears. No, maybe died would be closer in meaning. I feel a strange pain. Missing. Something I won't be able to get back. I feel sad about something. Even though I try to remember, I didn't quite grasp that it was nostalgia. My consciousness returns. I wake up from a moment's dream. If that dream disappears and I disappear, the only thing waiting for me is death. Aimlessly, the morning light shines. My mind is hazy. I still can't think of anything. My body is collapsed. My head is on something soft. That's strange. I should have woken up from that dream already. I open my eyes. I see her crying face. Wow, are you serious? We actually survived? That's again surprising. I just reach out my hand and touch her cheek. Her tears course down my fingers. Without a doubt, these warm tears are real. She doesn't say anything. Neither do I. I don't feel words are necessary. I just feel her warmth against me. Thump. In the night sky, the moon still hangs from the time Arcuid disappeared, and my chest is... Oh no, we're back in time. Okay. Okay. My chest is covered in blood, but that gaping wound has closed. Did she heal me, or did that wound never exist in the first place? Well, if I'm alive, that's just a trivial matter, since I'm able to exist right here, right now. Tono-kun, can you understand me? Her shaking voice. I'm surprised. Senpai, you're really crying. Yes, I've never felt like this ever before. Isn't that a bit much, Senpai? I ramble with my hazy head. I feel spaced out. There's no headache. There's no pain. I don't know what happened to Roa or what happened to me. All I know is Ciel is here with me in the morning light. What happiness. What I wanted is all right here before me. Thank goodness. I can keep my promise. I say that after a long sigh. What are you saying? Aren't we supposed to go with Inui-kun and hang out today after school? Oh yeah, I got that wrong. So we really don't have time to just sit here all day, do we? She speaks and gives a mischievous smile like before. No, I was right, actually. I see. Then I should give up. Ow! As soon as I try to give up, my chest stabs with pain. Oh, don't move yet. It was a big wound, so you should stay like that for at least another hour. Ciel, you really contradicted yourself. You know that, right? Oh, yes, it seems so. I seem to have lost my mind since you woke up. She gives a deep blush. Oh man, I'll be bored if I have to stay like this for another hour. All I can move is my arms. She should get tired from having my head on her lap for an hour. Sorry. Doesn't this tire you out? You can let me sleep on the ground. Jeez, what are you saying? I'm doing this out of my own will, so please indulge my selfishness. Her cheeks turning even redder, she continues to look at me. And if I stayed like this, I thought you might do it. I remember. Come to think of it, I think we made a promise like that before. Yeah, I want to do so too. Saying that, I reach out to her face with my only free arm. She quietly lowers her face. Our lips meet deeply. After what feels like an hour, we separate. I'm speechless, just at last, for real. I feel like I've woken up from a long sleep. First, good morning, Ciel. Yes, good morning, Tono-kun. Since her smiling face and her tears are more glorious than anything on this earth, I relax and close my eyes. Tono-kun? Tono-kun? Sorry, Senpai. I want to sleep a little longer. I really felt relaxed and all my tiredness returned. If I can, I want to sleep in Senpai's arms, but I don't think that's possible. You can just put me somewhere, so when classes start, wake me up. She sounds a little disappointed. But really, I'm sleepy right now. I understand. Then I'll carry you to my room. Is it okay? Isn't that bad? We'll miss school if we do that. It's okay, let's skip for today. Besides, there are a lot of things I want to ask you about, Tono-kun. And then I feel myself being lifted. Hey, Senpai, the clinic is fine. We don't have to go to your room. Denied. Tono-kun, you have to tell me what you did with Arcuid when I wasn't there. Ciel smiles as she holds me. That's enough intensity to almost banish all traces of sleepiness away. Then let's go. The sun is just rising, so if we hurry, no one will see us. Senpai, that's why the clinic is much better. Wah! With a light stomp, Ciel takes a huge leap. I feel weightless, like I'm floating in space. At this rate, we really will be at Ciel's apartment soon, but I feel like I really have fallen in love with a surprising person. But I'm more than prepared. Even though I've settled the problem with Roa, Senpai has her own problems as well. I don't think I can return to her peaceful life. But even still, I've decided to be with this person already. No matter what happens in the future, we'll get through it together. That's right, Shiki. I whispered to the person in my dream. Well then, first things first. I have to seriously start thinking about what I should tell her about Arcuid. Holy crap. That was an ending. That was an ending. That... Okay. Okay, so... One, I cannot imagine doing Arcuid's route second. I'm very happy I got it first. I'm also really curious about what the alternate ending is going to be. Because I felt like this is in line with the second ending for Arcuid, right? So I gotta wonder. Very interesting what it's gonna be. That went longer than I thought. I'm gonna have to split this up into 2 videos. Like, for real. Like, I thought this would be one finale, I thought it was like an hour. No, it was like 2.5 hours. Holy crap, this was very long. But I loved it. I really did. I really like this route. So far, this route is my favorite route so far. I mean, I've only done the 2. But I really enjoyed it. I felt like it went so many places. There was legitimate twists. It also didn't follow a strict route that I expected. It went in different ways. It's very interesting that people say Ciel's route is their least favorite. I think... So here's the thing. I'm a sucker for a straightforward happy love story. Like, I am. And I know that is not what, you know, Type Moon stuff normally does. And I'm expecting every route after this to be buck wild different. However, I enjoyed it. I really did. And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes else in the route and with Ciel later on. And I'm gonna actually feel like I thought that was a really actually very cute ending. It's adorable. Way happier than I expected. Again, I kept going like, oh wow, where's like, oh no, I thought, okay, here's a sad ending. Oh no, it's actually happy. No, just kidding, it's sad. Oh no, it's actually happy. No, just kidding, it's sad. And then right at the end, it's like, okay, are we good? Are we good? I don't know, right? So we'll have to see. I really like this route. And I do. I'm sorry if you disagree with that. Non-arrow editing. That's so funny still. That's really funny. So what's gonna happen next? Okay. I am gonna show up the alternate ending, obviously. I have to, right? However, after this, things are gonna get a bit different. I'm actually going to install the arranged soundtrack that I think the arranged soundtrack came with the fan disc, which we'll be getting to later too. But you can take that that alternate soundtrack and put it in to the original game, and it replaces it with rearranged, you know, songs from the original. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna give that a go for the next route there. And then we have a final, we'll do that for 2 routes, and then for the final stuff we'll have 1 more there. So that was really good. That was a good one. Will you take Ciel? Yes. Right at the end here. You've reached Ciel's true ending. Well done. Each heroine has two types of endings, true ending, good ending. How could it be better? How could it be better? Go back and re-advance, different event. Thank you so much. Just meet somewhere again, Tsukihime. Right. So what's that ending called? Daylight Blue. Well, that makes sense there. Okay. I'm tired. It is like past midnight. I was expecting to record an hour, and I got 2.5. So I will see you all next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. I am going to fall asleep now. Goodbye, everyone.